I'm gonna go off on like a little like love rant about that game. So please forgive me. Let me stop myself because I will go off on a love rant about that game. Remember the times when you had your game, you had your PS2, your PS1, or whatever it was, and it was just you. It was just you. It wasn't like everybody can play on the internet. It wasn't like, oh, people watching me here. It was just you and the game. If it sucked, you were the only one that cared. If it was great, you were the only one that knew, and you were trying to get to school to tell everybody. I used to take my games to school. Yo, it's Jofamingo. You watching American Drool now? Look, I was in my comment section a couple days ago. Jacob Shearer 796. I'm gonna put his tag up here so you guys can see who I'm talking about. And basically, he was talking about a game called 9 Years of Shadow. And he was like, I want to maybe get a game that's going to really engage me and draw me in and something that's, that'll allow me to actually care about it. And there's this game that's on Steam that I'm thinking about getting. What do you think about it? And I was like, I really don't know. I haven't really heard of it before. And you know what? Well, I could do a video on it and give you my reaction. And I that's what I'm doing now. Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this game and give you guys my honest opinion on what I think about it. So let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, you already know we got Sailor Moon vibes up in here. Sailor Moon vibes. So I'm already. I used to watch. Fun fact: I used to watch Sailor Moon every morning before I went to school because it was the only anime that was coming on before school. Like I wanted to stay until Pokemon came on. No, correction. It was Pokemon. No, it was Inspector Gadget. It was Pokemon, and then Sailor Moon came on. And I didn't have time to see Pokemon the way I wanted to. But I did get to watch like Inspector Gadget. But by the time Sailor Moon came on, I was done with everything, and I was just waiting on the bus and whatever. And I would always watch Sailor Moon before going to school. Yo, the animation is crisp on this. The animation is like they really went in on like the production. Like already, I'm like kind of drawn into this. Like they know what they're doing. Nobody said anything yet. There's no words. There's nobody's talking. It's just an incredible animation and a woman who looks like she has a missing eye. Looks like she's a pirate too. It's just so far. I really like the presentation. Incredible presentation. Oh wow. So you already know like right off the rip what the vibes are with this game. Obviously, and it's taking the vibes. It's a scroller. It's like a 2D scroller platformer and it's taking the vibes directly from Castlevania. So I love Castlevania. Castlevania is my Hey guys, it's Joe Flamingo. Would you mind taking a moment out to like and subscribe to my channel? It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much. Like I love Castlevania. So, if any game, there's a game called Bloodstain. I'm gonna put it somewhere. Bloodstain. And that's from the creator, like one of the original creators and producers of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which is my all-time favorite game of all time. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And the dude, I'm gonna go off on like a little like love rant about that game. So please forgive me. Let me stop myself because I will go off on a love rant about that game. The music in Castlevania Symphony of the Night is peak. I used to listen to that like just by itself without even playing the game. All right. I'm getting back. I'm going back. So, but anyways, this reminds me of that, and I love it already. I love it already because of it looks like that. Okay, it looks like she. Okay, so it looks like the main character. I don't know who the name of the main character, who what her name is, but it looks like you go through the game and you get different power ups. You get different like elemental power ups, which allows you to kind of like course through the game itself, and you can use it. And with this right here, from what I'm seeing right here, I'm thinking, what's the name of the game? It's for the Nintendo. Oh man. You guys know what? I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it somewhere here. That game. It reminds me of that. Dude, can I just say that the animation, well, not the animation, but the graphics, even though the graphics of the game are like old school, like Castlevania, like 2D, 3D-ish type game mechanics, I love it's like it's to a crisp, like they have perfected it. I love the way it looks. It's just so nostalgic but new at the same time. It's incredible. And it feels there's something about it that feels personal. Remember the times, or I don't know if all of you remember this, but remember the times when you had your game, you had your PS2, your PS1, or whatever it was, and it was just you. It was just you. It wasn't like everybody could play on the internet. It wasn't like, oh, people watching me here. People, it was just you and the game. If it sucked, you were the only one that cared. If it was great, you were the only one that knew, and you were trying to get to school to tell everybody. I used to take my games to school. I used to be like, I used to carry my book bag and be like, yo, along with my Pokemon deck and all of that stuff. But anyways, this feels really, really personal, and I love the way that it makes me feel that way. I love that how it makes me feel that way. Look at these characters. These characters, they look like gods and goddesses. And I know that's what it's meant to represent. I'm curious to know what the storyline is on this. Like who's that character and what is the curse that they're trying to break? Holy smokes, that literally reminds me of like Mega Man, dude. That reminds me of Mega Man. Like they are like they're you remember that season of Loki? At the end of the season of Loki, season two, I believe it was, when he sat down in the chair and he became like the god of stories or whatever it was, when he decided to take over and he got the strings from the trees, or the strings of like reality, and then brung them all together like this, and then he's like released them and everything. That's what they did with this game. They brought all of the classic 2D, 3D games like Mega Man X and Castlevania and um uh what's that other game? This one. They they brung all of those in and just made them into one experience. If the music in this game is peak, you got yourself a winner. If the replay value of this game is high, you got yourself a winner. Okay, if there's like hidden rooms and different ways to play and like you can play it, that is going to be like this game is looking like chef's kiss right now. That's what it's looking like right now. Wow. 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 Guys, this looks like a really good game, man. This looks like a really good game. I remember the subscriber Jacob telling me that the game was on sale or something on Steam, and that it's really like affordable right now. And I'm thinking like if this game costs like anywhere under like $15, buy it. Buy this game. Support this game. This looks like an incredible experience. And this looks like something like you're going to you will never forget that you played. This looks incredible, man. I love this. This is an A+ game. I actually want to play this to see what the storyline is actually about. That's awesome. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. A+, A+. That's my verdict on this. Looks like a really, really good game, like a really, really fun play, something that wouldn't take you too long to beat, but at the same time, the replay value on it is really, really high, like Castlevania was. Like you could beat Castlevania in like I saw speed runs of Castlevania where like somebody beat it in like 20 minutes or something like that. I don't know, but they beat it really quick. So this looks like a game like if you really know what you're doing, you could just like zip through it. But also you could take your time and explore. I just need the music to be peak, dude. From the demonstration they gave me in the actual trailer, it looks like the music it is peak because it calmed me, it soothed me, it allowed me to like immerse myself into it. It's just incredible. A+ presentation. If it really is only like $10 or $15, you really need to support games like this because when you get like a gold nugget, you need to make sure that you cherish it. And this definitely looks like a gold nugget. It looks like somebody who really cared about personal gaming and immersing someone into the storyline made this game. Um, and I wish I had a Steam to actually play it. But this company, Halberd Studios, my goodness, holy crap, you guys are doing incredible. Like, what other games do they have? Okay, so it looks like they only have this game, which is 9 Years of Shadow, and Mariachi Legends. So, hmm, okay, Mariachi Legends. It looks interesting. It looks very interesting. I like the artwork. Huh. Well, I mean, if you guys want me to review this, go ahead and put that in the comments. But it looks like Halberd Studios is really like a studio of quality, personalized experiences. Like, and hey, I'm with it. That's gonna do it for this video. I want to thank you guys so much for making it to the end of the video. Please like and subscribe. I look forward to every single person who joins this channel to enjoy this experience with me. I cherish every single last like and sub that I get. The channel is growing a lot faster than I actually expected. I still work like a full-time job, so I get off work and I look forward to doing this more than anything else. And with you guys' support, I'm gonna keep going. You know, it's sometimes it's tough to like work 40 hours plus, a week and still like find the power to come in and do these videos. The more and more you guys support me, the more and more I can do it. So like, comment, get into that go to the subscriber section and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Jofamingo out.